Okay, so we're at part 3, and I'm going to see how much more we can get through on this, and if there are parts. I don't even know if there's anything I can skip because it was such a solid episode. So I would definitely suggest, watching it for yourself and coming to your own conclusions about the context of what Yo Mama is saying. But he's laying out a perfect description of what is going on in LCU today. Oh, sorry.
All the times that I got fired and everything, I never went on my channel. I never bitched about anything. I just took the time to sleep, stayed away, and then just kind of like rejuvenated. I never went out and tried to, hurt the LCU in any fucking way.
Glammy,
like that.
Glammy, what the fuck could you do if you left the LCU? You think anybody on this planet is watching a Glammy Lammy show? What would your show even be? If you left the LCU and you got the Glammy show, what is the Glammy show?
Whatever I want it to be. Shut the fuck up.
Like, what would it be?
I don't know. It would be whatever I want it to be.
Like, what would you do?
But
like, just sit there and...
Huh? I wouldn't do that, though. Like, I love streaming in the LCU, though. That's why I never did it on the outside, because I like streaming in the LCU.
But you wouldn't be successful, though.
It doesn't matter. If you really love something, you do it. But I didn't want to do it outside of the LCU. I really like streaming in the LCU.
But when you got fired 13 times, why didn't you just leave and start your own, like, the Glammy?
Because I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to.
It could have been like Sesame Street. It could have been like Sesame Street.
I just didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. And I wasn't going to sit there and start bitching about the LCU. I wasn't going to be a detractor for the LCU. I just didn't want to do it.
Hi, Glammy. What is this letter? Is this the letter Z? Is this the letter? Who, Glammy? Who is Michael Jordan?
Your father.
You don't know who Michael Jordan is, huh?
You don't know who your father is.
Oh, my God.
Let me see if I can fix the... YouTube seems to be getting stuck lately in these sponsored ads, so hang on a second. Okay, I got the picture back at least. So... basically, Yo Mama has just said that he's going to set a goal for Glammy.
We're going to set a goal.
No, come on. You got to give me the Google.
No, we get 3 TTSs. We get 3 TTSs today, and you can never Google again.
You can't take Google away from me forever.
Yeah,
that's
and I know when you're Googling, too.
Thank you. Glammy, do you think Scooter hates
I know when you're Googling. Somebody asked me, how do you know when Glammy's Googling? You could tell because she has to type it out, and I can tell when your fucking keyboard is. Your mama, can you play the Gidget song?
No, you can't take away my Google. That's fuck you.
Yeah, we got to.
I thought Scooter needed a mental break. Wink. Shit.
Yeah, we got to take your Google away. We got to take your Google away, Glammy.
It's a fucking... It's for everybody. Everybody is allowed to Google. You can't take my Google.
No, not live on stream. After the stream, you can, but not live on stream. You cannot Google live on stream. We're not allowing that.
Whatever the fuck I want, bro.
Okay, but you can't scam the fans, though. If we get 3 TTSs, you can't Google no more.
Yeah, and keep in mind that she had, in my first portion of covering this episode, she had already fucked up one of the questions I submitted as a dono by answering it on behalf of Amber. She didn't even give Amber a chance to answer it.
This is for Sam. Yeah. Gidgy. At the barbecue. Look, I am not like you fucking cow niggas. Get my time with Tina, that's a fact, nigga. Queen's chat. It's almost the end of February. Your Mike White's all motherfucking scripts, nigga. I am nothing like you fucking cow niggas. I should put Scooter in the barbecue too. Tina, that's a fact, nigga. Queens hold me down in the chat, nigga. Well, Mike writes all my motherfucking scripts, nigga. Tina lost a motherfucking leg, nigga. But she still hop on a fucking string, nigga. Oh my God, you're Googling right now. You're Googling right now.
I'm not Googling. What am I Googling? Google
Who's Michael
what?
Jordan? Who's Michael Jordan?
He's a basketball player.
For what team?
The Lakers?
Yep. Oh, okay. I didn't know you knew. Damn, Glammy. All right. All right. Yeah. All right.
Here's this is the portion where I think I put the most donos in because I was giving her trivia questions. I didn't do that one though.
Glammy, all right. All right. You know your sports. You know your fucking sports. Yeah, Michael Jordan played for the Lakers.
I don't know if I know sports, but I knew that one.
Yeah, man, he was killing it out here. Man, he was killing it. He was killing it. You got that. Michael Jordan on the Lakers. Man, that's crazy. Woo!
Like he's prominent though.
Yeah,
like,
of course he's
very
prominent.
figure. You know what I mean? That's how come I can remember who he is.
when he wore those when he wore those purple and gold, killing it.
Purple and gold? Isn't it yellow?
No.
The Lakers, aren't they yellow?
Jeez.
Purple and gold.
They gotta
Was
stop
it yellow
me, man.
Lakers?
They gotta stop, man. They gotta stop this.
Chicago Bulls? What? Freddie Mercury is Queens. That one I know. He's the lead singer of Queens. He's not the Lakers?
Yes, he played for both
Who the
teams.
fuck's
Chicago Bulls. Oh, he's the Chicago Bulls. So that would be...
No, but I'm fairly certain he got transferred to the Lakers, so you're not totally wrong.
They're red.
Yep.
Yeah.
Red and green.
I don't know if that is green involved. Cowabunga.
No.
Oh, I like your name. Clammy, come on. Not the Lakers. He played for Toon Squad.
At Windolin
Space Jam.
1029 super chatted $20.
Oh.
Remember when Michael Jordan played against Jesse Jackson? Glammy?
That was some good times. That was some good times. They did that swish swish.
They did the what?
You know, swish swish, dunk dunk. Clint Eastwood, Michael Jordan, greatest Lake.
The funniest thing is that I don't think she's kidding that she is this dumb, right?
Of all time.
Yeah,
absolutely.
he was.
He did them trick shots. Got them putters in.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
got them putters, the hole in ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
The hole in ones?
the hole in ones.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
Are we talking about basketball or are we talking about golf? What?
The hole in ones, huh?
Yep. Get them hole in ones.
Man, I can't, bro. I can't, man.
Fuck.
Oh my God. This is crazy. Bro, man. Come on, bro. Hole in ones?
It is. It's hole in ones.
Jesus.
So he had to jump to get the hole in ones.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm confused, Glammy. How is your man in the sports
too.
and he's not teaching you absolutely nothing?
Because it goes in one ear and it goes out the other. That's why.
Well, the rumor is they're not actually sleeping in the same room together. I mean, somebody submitted that, so.
I mean, he's not watching these
I'm
things around
right.
you?
He doesn't watch football as much as he used to. Because he doesn't watch it as much as he used to.
Oh, really?
I don't even.
We used to watch it a lot, but he doesn't watch it as much anymore.
Okay.
You know? The Lakers are yellow though, right? Aren't they yellow and purple?
Gold.
Is that their uniform for the
Yeah.
Lakers? Okay.
Yeah. What color is gold?
You know, gold?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that might be the only ones I know. I know the Charlotte Hornets. Cowabunga. The and one logo was molded after Michael Jackson, Clemmy.
Oh
Nice.
my God.
Smooth criminal, baby. Nick B, thank you. Yo Mama and or Glemmy. What was the dream team of the 1995 Chicago Bulls?
Yeah.
The dream team? Was that Michael Jordan?
Yeah. Who else?
There's more than that, though. We're just going to stick with Michael Jordan. I might be the only one I know. Wild Randy, thank you.
You couldn't even come up with like Shaquille O'Neal or like anybody. I mean, oh my gosh. And seriously, what do you got on your finger, right? You just got married at Fat Camp last spring. What color is your ring? Is it gold or is it yellow? I got a yellow ring.
Sure you know that
Couldn't watch the
one?
football because of Bad Bunny.
You sure you know that one?
Stop it, no. Michael Jordan, right? Wasn't he?
And Magic?
Was he a Chicago Bull? Magic Johnson?
Yeah. What team did Magic Johnson play for?
I don't know who he belongs to, but I remember him.
Who he belongs to.
There was the one
Who he belongs to. Oh my gosh.
with the hair. Who was the one with the hair?
I can't do this. With the
Who's
hair.
the one with the Rodney something?
Rodney.
No.
Rodney.
What was his name? The guy
Rodney.
with the one with the colorful hair?
Yeah, Rodney. You got
Was
it?
that his name?
Yeah. Yeah, he played with Jordan.
Larry Bird? Larry Bird. Is he a basketball player?
Yeah, but
No.
not on the same team.
No.
Bro, he played soccer.
At Amazon, hourly employees are
Bro, he played soccer.
Rodney King? Rodney King's boxing. Rodney boxing. That's a whole different sport, my friend.
Yeah, he was,
Whole different sport.
he was playing billy clubs.
Amazing. Glimmy. Who is Jackie Robinson?
She don't know that.
That's my
Jackie
question.
Robinson. Oh my God, these names sound familiar. Where?
Rodney.
Jackie Robinson. Wait, is that a baseball player?
Oh. Yeah. you
Jackie
got that.
Robinson's a baseball player.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Daryl Strawberry, he's a baseball player.
Yo, you know what's diabolical about this whole thing? You know what's diabolical about
And I
this whole
got
thing?
every one of them wrong.
No.
Wild Randy,
No,
you're right, Glammy. Rodney King, best boxer. No, he was a manager of boxing.
The fact that you know who Daryl Strawberry is, and the only reason why you know who Daryl Strawberry is, because he did a lot of cocaine. That's why you know who Daryl Strawberry is. Daryl Strawberry was on mean ass crazy coke. Huh?
We did.
And she totally is. She's like, oh, isn't Jackie Robinson a baseball player? Yes, Glammy. He was the first African American black baseball player entered into the White League. He played on the East Coast and moved to California, at least for work, to play for the Dodgers. And there is an entire exhibit at Elysian Field that displays how he was the first black American to actually be entered into the league. Oh my God. It's astounding how stupid she is. And the thing is, I don't think it's a bit. I don't think this is like a comedy routine. This is how really ignorant she is.
Cocaine?
Daryl Strawberry?
How would I know that? I know him because I liked his name.
Bro.
Do you know this person? Glimmy, have you heard about the career of Bernie Gore?
She know Daryl Strawberry because she used to hang with him.
No, I liked his name. That's why his name stood up to me. Bernie Gore. I don't even know what that is. I know Weekend
Yo.
with Bernie's.
Yo, Daryl had the bag. Daryl had the
This will
bag.
be,
Yo, Glenn, what's up?
Nick
Let's party.
What?
Daryl Strawberry had the bag. Okay,
talking about?
I know who Daryl Strawberry is. Daryl Strawberry. Out of all of them people, Daryl Strawberry.
Man. I remember him because of his name. I thought I liked his name.
Not because he used to do that snow.
No, I remember him because when I was.
By the way, they have banned the word amber for any donos. If you're trying to do a super chat on their channels, you cannot say amber anymore. It's a banned word. I mean, come on, Keith. That's so ridiculous to ban simple things like that. You know how common of a name Amber is?
As a kid, I remember him because of his name.
Oh, man.
Clinton, thank you. Yo, mama, give Glammy a Black History quiz at the end of the month. Oh, shit. Come on.
Man, that is not going to happen. That is not going to
That's bad. That would not end well.
Yeah, that is not. That is definitely not gonna happen.
I gotta take care of myself.
Here we go. Let's get this thing popping.
Thank you. Glammy saving Rodney King was a boxing manager.
Let's get this thing popping. Hold on. Here we go.
Shh,
we sniping.
If I got to move forward in life, whenever I went to the hospital,
oh God,
I tried to quit there. You guys already know that.
Here we go.
Because I just had this kind of thing in my head. It's like, what am I doing here, man? This place isn't good for me. It's
Jesus.
just not.
Oh Jesus.
No.
I'm running in circles whenever I'm in the LCU, and that's no fucking.
So here's where they uncover the mask. Basically, this is where Scooter is a bad actor, and in many senses of the term. Not only is he terrible as an actor within an improv troupe, but he is a bad actor in that he and Gidgey are working on this thing with Rastoff to take talent out of Keem's network and create a separate entity. And when I say that, I mean, they've already discovered as much that Rastoff has formed an LLC. So we're talking total corporate espionage. And, basically, I think I'm not a lawyer, Keem, but I did have to work at every level of the organization at the top. The C level and the basically the heads of every department to get very specific answers to questions that that companies wanted for their proposal submissions. And what they are trying to do right now is form an LLC, take your talent, and because they can very easily make a case that you have not cultivated them or provided a safe working environment, that it is a miserable experience, et cetera, et cetera. And that's because you're not using a talent agent, you don't have an HR department, so they don't feel that they're getting what they need out of an employer. Because you're also picking people who are very vulnerable to be a part of this network, who don't have any sort of experience as being contractors, 1099 contractors. Because if you're a 1099 contractor, you generally already have a resume and experience. You know what you're getting into, and it's kind of like running your own business and taking that type of assignment. But these folks, a lot of them have criminal records, right? They're not all that filled in. So you're going to see a lot of your people that you have trained up getting filtered out into Rastoff's universe. It's going to be a pale imitation of what you're doing. But it could be a money drain to you, right? So I would highly suggest talking to your lawyers about your NDA agreement and putting something in that says something to the effect of you cannot solicit the same clients or any staff members from your universe for at least 1 year if you're going to work here. That's my suggestion to you. Now, I have turned down opportunities for that very clause because I feel that my body of work stands on its own and I don't need to be like that, right? But these folks, they're really untrustworthy because they're inexperienced and you're not checking their backgrounds.
Disrespect to the LCU whatsoever. It wasn't the right place for me.
Stop the cap.
You know, like this past week, I just kind of spent a lot of time resetting myself mentally, decompressing, thinking.
Tina D, welcome to Cash Cow.
You know, more than a week ahead or a day at a time. I want to think years ahead. That's what I used to do, and I want to get back on that. You know, the 6 months I was in the LCU, like a lot happened. I changed a lot. I grew a lot, but I also kind of lost touch with myself, especially near the end there. You know, like I just wasn't.
So he's saying that he lost touch with himself while he was in the LCU. You lost touch with what did you lose touch with? You was the one out here doing all the crazy shit. You was the one out here gooning over all these women, taking nudes in and sending them to all your pals. You was the one out here listening to fucking private phone calls with women in Denmark. You was the one out here acting like a crazy man. You know what I'm saying? Going to these Airbnbs, bringing dildos and shit. You was out here. You was out here doing the most. The fact that I can be in the LCU and just chill, do my show, have a good time, fucks with the chat, you know what I'm saying? Be creative without having to throw glitter on my body or take my shirt off, wear a fucking diaper, or put a dildo on my forehead. I've been in the LCU as long as you have, and I have not done nearly the crazy shit you have. The reason why you lost yourself in the LCU is because you wanted to lose yourself in the LCU. It's because you did fuck shit in the LCU. I never went around and take women's nudes. I wasn't in the VCs trying to goon up to these girls and all this other bullshit. I came here, did my job, and then went on and touched grass. That's what you're supposed to do. You wanted to get all up into the LCU and you wanted to get extras, okay? And now
that Diddy oil.
Yeah, and now
Yeah, so we're going to take a break here so that I can also make breakfast. Okay, back to it.
And now it got too much for you. It got too much for you because it was your fault. You did that, motherfucker. You the one that wanted to do all this crazy shit and put shit and dig it and put your finger up your ass and eat your own shit. You're the one that did all of this weird shit. Cut your hair off and cut your eyebrows off. You did all of that. You wasn't forced to do it. I never done not even nearly the shit you have.
And all the alcohol that he was consuming,
Hell
too.
yeah.
That was all him. He would drink like every day on the regular.
And this is why your network is so vulnerable, Keem, is that you're not managing, you're treating them like they should be a staff because you have such high expectations, like that they should be salaried employees, but you are contracting them like 1099s. However, they're commingling, they're going to in real life events together. This is where you have the crossover that could potentially cause you some problems legally with your staff. And Rostov is seizing on this. Now, he may not have the same mindset that I do of how this is happening, but he's making the kinds of moves that indicates that he does.
It's you, motherfucker. It ain't nobody else. And now you want to play the sympathy card? Crazy.
Myself anymore. You know, I wanted to make my bosses happy. I wanted to make the audience happy. And I just stopped being Scooter. I stopped being Matthew. I started being something else. And I don't like who I became when I was there. I didn't. I do remember you, Frank the Tank.
You don't like what you became when you was over here? You didn't like what you became? You became what you became because that's what you wanted to become. You
True.
wanted the attention. You wanted to go the extra mile. You wanted to do the extra shit instead of putting on a good show and being creative. You wanted to do all this extra bullshit. And now you want to go, well, I didn't like who I was. What, an alcoholic? Nobody forced you to be an alcoholic.
Facts.
You did. This is the most
Facts.
buffoonery shit I've ever heard. And this is what everybody do when they leave the LCU. They blame the LCU. They go, I didn't like who I was when I was over there. Bro, that's the problem with you stupid ass hosts. You guys are trying to be something you come into a scene and you're trying to be something you're not. The thing about your mama's always going to be your mama. That's why I'm comfortable here, because I'm always going to be me. I'm always going to talk my shit. I'm never going to step on eggshells. I'm going to call out whomever it is, if it's Keemstar or whomever. I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm not going to be this ass-kissing ass LCU host that all these other motherfuckers are. I'm going to be me. That's why I'm cool here. That's why when I leave the LCU, if I ever leave the LCU, I'm just going to take a long ass break. And I'm never going to point at the LCU and be like, yo, I was a different person when I was over there. I'm always going to be me no matter where I'm at. Whatever room I step in, I'm always going to be me. But if I step in a room and I can't be me and I got to be somebody else, I'm not going to step in that motherfucking room. But go ahead, Glammy.
Well, see, even the people that are like, when you come in, because when you first come into the LCU and you have a certain like notion of how it is that you're supposed to be and you get it wrong, you can always change it and find you.
The enemy is coming.
And stand on it without having to like do all these extra things and snaking people out.
Well, can you though? Because certain shows are run by a kid behind the camera who has a very old school approach to entertainment that is outdated, and it's a pale comparison to what he's trying to accomplish. And Keem is not using a talent agency or a talent scout or anything to actually find people. He's getting some of the most desperate people possible to join this network who have no experience in how to defend themselves, or could potentially be liabilities for his company because of their behavior.
Shit, like you just figure it out here and then grow to be better. Not all of us have the come in and know who exactly we are when we're first here.
Exactly.
You're very fortunate that you know exactly who you are, and that's great. But there are people in here like myself who took a while to figure out who I was.
Let's not forget that Glammy is actually older than your mama, and she acts like a teenager.
Exactly.
So you could do that
Why
and
have you been
involve
watching and donating?
yourself.
So I'll be honest, dude, I couldn't take my eyes off of watching live because I just wanted to hear what they had to say about me. And I watch Bus because I consider Amber Lynn a friend. I do, and I want the best for her.
Oh, really? Because it seems to me that if you're watching your old employer that you have just quit from, then you're trying to get ideas from his network, because now you're streaming on your own, right? Whenever I've left a job, I don't follow what they're doing after I leave, because now I'm focused on my new enterprise. I'm focused on the new things that are going on. Maybe I still have friends at the old company that I'm in touch with, but I don't care what sort of new things they're doing. Unless they want to tell me about some new technology or new market that they've entered, I don't really care, because I have new goals.
That upset a lot of people. Like, it really did. I didn't run away from anything, Crimson. They're entitled.
And that's the master manipulation right there.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna and that's how Amber Lynn gets manipulated. That's how she gets dragged out of it. Hey, I still love Amber Lynn. I care for Amber Lynn Reed. I love Amber Lynn Reed. Hey, Amber Lynn Reed, I got my own channel over here. And when you get monetized again, we can, you see how this works?
Well,
Mm-hmm.
the thing is, too, is if he cared so much for Amber, he wouldn't have left her like that. He would have stuck it out.
Our sweet tea. He doesn't care about you. You gotta understand this, Glammy. He doesn't give a fuck about none of you people. He don't care about. He's fake. He's a fucking fake ass snake. Okay. He gave up fucking Sweet Tea's pregnancy. Sweet Tea thought she could trust this motherfucker. Told him, don't tell nobody, because the reason why I'm telling this is because you're community manager, and tomorrow we are having a drinking stream, and I want to fake drinking, and I need to tell somebody the truth. She came to him with that, and what he do? He not only just told his mom, but he told multiple people in the LCU.
True.
He snaked the fuck out of her. This motherfucker trying to play Kumbaya on his own channel, and there's a bunch of dummies that are going around going, yeah, Scooter, you were treated, I feel bad for you. I don't feel bad for this motherfucker. He's a fucking moron. Point blank and period. Go ahead.
No, you're absolutely right, though. He thinks that because he has a little bit of corporate experience as a day trader, I doubt he's ever actually led a team before. Right? He probably works for some sort of firm doing his day trading, but is he managing other day traders? Probably not. So he doesn't actually have management experience yet. Somehow, Rostov is probably offering him some sort of deal to be like upper level management in his new LLC.
Peer.
Entitled to do whatever they want. They can do a deep dive. I don't really care, bro. Like that's a crazy statement. I've been wanting to leave for a while, if I'm honest with you. Like, you know, I left back around Thanksgiving time, and there was other stuff going on when that happened, but I didn't really want to come back. Fucking Rastov's in the chat. That motherfucker convinced me to go back.
Now
I shouldn't. Well, I don't.
Now he's friends with Rastov again. You see how this works? When Rastov left, Scooter was shitting on Rastov for being a fucking snake and a piece of shit for leaving the way he did. Now he leaves, and now all of a sudden Rastov is bestie.
How much you want to bet that Rastov gassed him up? And that's why he kept going down that rabbit hole.
Bro, the only one that's getting played here is Keemstar. Keemstar's the only one that's getting fucked over. I mean, they are literally bending this guy over and penetrating him so deeply. I mean, first Rastov got him from the back, now Scooter got him from the back, and he still got fucking Gidgey in the fucking LCU. He's waiting to get backdoored by her. Why? Bro, instead of waiting to get backdoored, be the person in front of it. You should get in front of it and be like, no, this is your son, and I know you always gonna have your son back. Get the fuck out. There's nothing she's going to say when she's going to go, I'm not going to tell my son. I'm going to keep this separated. I'm going to keep me and him. We don't communicate. They lie. We already know they lie. Remember when this fucking clown said that he kicked his mom out of the house because she said the N-word, and he faked throwing her shit out of her own house when he said it was his, when actually he was living with her? These people lie so fucking much. You don't even know what the truth is anymore.
And Keem even said that he knows that they have snake-like behavior. He said he knew that from the beginning, but he kept trying to see if he could work with him. Yeah.
But he keeps him around.
True. And Gidgey was the one that doxed him.
I got to meet a lot of cool people. I got to work with Amber Len, but you know, the truth is my mental health has been deteriorating since then. And whenever I came back, it was okay for a minute, but like there was still just that anxiety. I didn't want to be there, man. I didn't. And again, that's no...
I'm sorry. I thought you had pneumonia. Isn't that what was said about why you decided that you needed some time off? Is that you had pneumonia and then you came back, I don't know, somewhere between 3 and 5 days later, and you weren't even congested. Interesting.
Disrespect to the LC or anybody that watches it or is part of it. Like nothing to do with that. I hope nothing but success for them, but it just wasn't right for me. You know, I came back, though, and I worked with Denmark on Cash, and that was honestly amazing. I loved working with him. I'll address that in a bit, Dina. Don't worry. I will address me and Rastov's relationship in just a minute. You know, I loved working with Denmark. Then he quit, you know, and that was one of my only friends that I really had left in the... You know, I all I can do is try to be better. Same thing with, like, the sweet tea stuff. All I can do is try to be a better person going forward and learn from my mistakes.
Here we go.
You know,
God.
This bikini is from 20...
All all I can do is try to be a better person going forward and learn from my mistakes.
Here we go.
You know, that's what I want to do.
This acting is crazy.
You know, Rostov is a good guy. He's the fucking best guy. You know, like, and I'm not to glaze too much, but he really is. You know, he's I was always told, oh, don't trust Rostov. He's gonna snake you. This and this and this and this. And yeah, maybe it got into my head a little bit, but where?
And that's why. And that.
I told you.
Yeah.
Told you.
And that's why Kid Behind the Camera loved these two. He loved people like Scooter, because goddamn it, this motherfucker can act. And you give this motherfucker a script, oh boy. The performance he's doing right now is Oscar worthy. Did he ever really apologize to Sweet Tea? Nope. He's a snake. He absolutely is.
He did apologize, but it was like a half-assed one.
No, it's not. This performance that he's giving right here, I'm telling you, he needs an award for this performance. He's sitting up here, oh, you know what? I didn't mean to do what I did to Sweet Tea, and I'm apologize. You know, it's unfortunate I made some mistakes, but I was not in the right mental state. The LCU was dragging me down. Get the fuck out of here with this shit. You did all of this shit on your own. You wanted to make some quick buck. You know what I mean? And then you siphon. Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Liliana Sanders, thank you. I'll never understand how people like that cornball.
Never.
True.
When did he do anything wrong to me other than help me? Even when I was a piece of shit to him, when did he ever do anything bad to me or mean to me or wrong me in any way? And he fucking didn't. You know? And that's kind of...
Dude, oh my God. Scooter. Matthew, whatever the fuck your name is. I think that's what they said his name was. I don't know. You sound like a multi-marketing scam right now. You sound like, I think the guy's name was Kevin Trudeau, who was selling vitamins and all the health benefits, and his intro video talks about how he had been incarcerated for doing something similar before, but now I'm reformed. Now I'm changed. That's what you sound like.
If I can go back to a little bit, I lost sight of myself. I stopped being myself. I turned my back on my fucking friends, bro. Like, that's one of the most despicable things you can do. You know, I turned my back on people that fucking... Jesus Christ, how are there 1,000 people here right now? That's gotta be fake or some shit. God damn. No, yeah.
So you turn your back on Keemstar, who helped you the most?
If I'm Keemstar, bro, I'm Keemstar, I would feel like my booty cheeks is just being penetrated. I would be in my bathroom right now with baby oil on my cheeks, because the penetration these guys have given him is unbelievable. How did I got 1,000 people here by jumping on stream a week after I quit? And then talking about how bad the LCU is?
Oh, but it predates Yo Mama actually becoming a part of the show. He was on docket team, but he didn't actually become part of the show until after the three-headed snake emerged. I liked, that's what they were saying within the universe, but I prefer the Fluffy, the three-headed dog analogy. So Rostov had a private Discord chat with Billy the Fridge and Xylee. And when Rostov left, he tried to get Billy to come with him first. And Billy said no, I guess, because obviously he's still within the universe. But he's certainly susceptible to going over to Rostov's network at this point, because he's failed so significantly over the last year based on his own behavior that he's definitely easy pickings for this guy. But the fact that they had their own little Discord, the three of them, Rostov, Xylee, and Billy, and they were already being referred to in the Harry Potter context, which also ties back to Keem using the word Voldemorted, right? For anybody that he's not going to, that nobody can talk about anymore. You are Voldemorted, which is ironic, Keem, because in the book series and the movie series, it's he who must not be named. And if you actually say the name, that's supposed to be dangerous. And we find out in book 4 that it in fact is. That if you say Voldemort so many times, he can suck you through a portal. You see? Yeah, dude. All right.
And how it messed up my mental state? I can't believe people are want to watch this. Of course they do.
But that happens all the time. Like when they start talking about the LCU,
Yep.
and then they get the views, and then shortly after,
It dips
once they
off.
start doing it, it just dies.
Yeah, it dips off because that's all they can talk about is the LCU.
Thank you. K-Back is the best manipulator on the net.
I still don't even understand how he's letting the Trojan horse inside of the Coliseum. I'm still confused how fucking Keemstar is this dumb. How you're allowing this clown to do this, but letting his mom, who's glued to the hip of him, still in here.
Yep.
And then she's going to tell you some tale of how she's not connected to him in this. Come on, bro. Like you're getting
girl.
played.
Yeah, and the thing is, when Scooter left, when he quit, what was it, like a week ago or something, because there was going to be some level of allegations with receipts coming out against him. Gidgey then started to do damage control for her son all throughout the network. So when your mama's talking about the Trojan horse, right? Gidgey is the Trojan horse, and Rastoff and Scooter and however many other people are hiding inside the Trojan horse. But yeah, basically this all happened, I think, a week ago, and now they're acting fast. They're starting to see what exactly is happening here, that talent is being siphoned off because the talent wasn't all that talented to begin with, because Keem did not set this up like an actual business.
I mean, this guy is getting played.
Learn and try to be better.
He didn't even wait a month. And
That surprises me too, how
and the
Gidgey's
fact
still
is,
here.
he didn't even wait a month. You know he was siphoning, because if you go and do a mental thing and you talking about, you telling your bosses that you want to end your Minecraft and I can't be here and blah, blah, blah. You know.
And Gidgey, when she was doing her show, Rebel, Rastoff went in and made a donation to pump her up, and she started crying on stream, right? So he somehow is already doing it right in front of your eyes, Keem. Right in front of your eyes. And I pointed that out in this chat tonight, or last night, and your other viewers agreed with me that clearly Rastoff is in there trying to manipulate people to come to his network.
And I need to take some time off. I can't do streaming no more. You would take a month off and then come back. He comes back a week later. A week later to get 1,000 views, to take away from what people gave him.
Yep.
Big Dixon, thank you. I wouldn't be shocked if Scooter, Rastoff, and Denmark collaborate. Buffweeb is the only one standing on his own. I don't know. I've actually heard that Buffweeb has been in there in Rastoff's chats and everything. He's been around there.
To be honest
He's been around there.
This is more snaky than Becky
Wouldn't be
Boop.
surprised if he was around there.
This
too.
is I'm gonna tell you why this is more snaky than
Kind
Becky
of.
Boop. The reason why this is more snakier than Becky Boop, because when Becky Boop did it, At least she came when she was on the LCU saying, I'm leaving the LCU and I'm gonna start my own shit. And she had a battle with Keemstar. She gave him a one-on-one. These clowns don't even give Keemstar that. They go behind his back, dip out, start their own channel, and then wait like a couple of days and then go live behind his fucking back. They don't even give him the opportunity to fight. Like the last time that Scooter was on panel with Keemstar and Keemstar fired his ass from bus, or where Scooter was leaving bus, Scooter was just all quiet like, okay, bud. And then he goes to his own channel and he does this. Like, okay, bud. And then he goes to his own channel and he does this. He got the big. If you got balls, you confront Keemstar head on.
True. He actually respects that shit. PP Bravado, thank you.
I've made a lot of mistakes and I've learned a lot of lessons.
Yeah.
Wait, oh mama.
Go ahead.
PP Bravado, thank you. I'm calling it now. Fupa got an agenda to detract. That bothered me that she ended up saying that, like, if she wasn't invited to Fat Camp, that she was gonna be outside of the gate and like wave and everything. Where we had no. That bothered me.
Okay, this is a sideline story, so I'm gonna skip it. Okay, I skipped a little bit of it so that we can get through this.
You were scared to reach out to Sweet Tea and just hit her up in the DMs and apologize? Because you were get the fuck. This dude is just acting like a motherfucker.
I mean, she is owed an apology. You know, she is. And I am deeply sorry. You know, that's, like I said, that's one of the biggest mistakes of my life was outing that.
Biggest mistake of your life.
All I can do is try to be better, though. You know, I got to keep pushing forward.
This dude's a liar. Oh my God.
Scooter. You have legal obligations if you are responsible for a staff, right? So if Keem has positioned you as the community manager, you are middle management, which means that you have to be cognizant of certain HR requirements, such as confidentiality, especially medical confidentiality. Give me a break.
Reacting. Hello, reactors. Dude, am I like Amber Lynn now? I got reaction channels. With the 10. Much love to you, Scoot. Seeing your channel pop up made my whole week. That means a lot. Thank you. It's crazy to me.
Well, I hope you're enjoying your 15 minutes of fame.
You know, I mentioned this in that Twitter post I made. It's crazy. You know, you guys in the LCU and Keem and Mike, you know, they made me feel like I'm actually worth something, which is insane to me.
Oh my God, here comes the glaze. You can't even respect. If I'm going out, bro, if I'm going out hating on Keem or whatever I feel like about that, I'm going out guns a-blazing, bro. I'm going out with a Uzi. I'm going out spraying everything. I'm shitting on. I'm gonna tell you how I truly feel. But see, that's the thing about it, though. See, that's the thing about me, Glammy Lammy, and a lot of people and a lot of hosts don't like me, and a lot of people in the Discord don't like your mama. Is because your mama is saying what he feels while here. Everything I say, I'm saying it while in the LCU, right?
That's true.
I'm saying it. I'm not waiting until I leave to say how I truly feel and holding things in. I'm saying everything now. So if I ever left, you'd be like, I don't have nothing to say. I said it all while I was there.
Yeah, but you also have the advantage of a 20-year career. You are experienced, you are respected because you've been doing this for a long time. Everybody else he's hiring has never worked in entertainment whatsoever. And yes, YouTube production of videos and live streams is entertainment. So, honestly, Keem, I think your best resolution to this is to go ahead and let the staff unionize under SAG-AFTRA and be able to do collective bargaining.
Every host that want to leave the LCU or feel a certain way, they all hold back. And then they wait until they leave to say how they truly feel. Those are fake motherfuckers. And that's why I said a lot of these hosts are fake as fuck. They feel a certain way, but won't really speak it or won't really say it. Because, I don't know how Keem's going to take it. I don't know how it's going to. So what? if he comes up and say, I don't like what you said, I'm kicking you out the LCU. Hey, I said what I had to say.
Right.
Say.
I've always
I'm not
crashed out
keeping.
here.
I'm not keeping nothing inside. Everything I'm saying, or everything I feel about what's going on, or how I feel about Keem today, or how I feel about this guy, or how I feel, I'm going to fucking say it. I made
Facts.
Billy the Fridge fucking cry.
Yeah.
I took Xylee off of fucking Rewind and fought her in the B circuit on the A circuit at 2:00. You know what I'm saying? I battled with everybody. How I felt about Tina, how I felt about. I'm going to say it. It's not that I'm a detractor channel. It's that I'm not keeping none of this shit
On it.
inside. I'm going to express
Okay.
it now.
All right, I'll give you that one, yo mama. Yep. Okay. I
Yeah.
actually want to learn from that too. Lily Bell, thank you. I despise when people say I'm taking accountability, yet do absolutely nothing to actually make amends to the people they hurt. Apologizing isn't enough. That's very true. PP Bravado, thank you. Keem will be willfully ignorant on Scooter doing this and about Gidgey's plants.
60% of sales on
They're doing this and about Gidgey's plans to snake the LCU.
Exactly.
I don't know. I think because of the fact that you're doing this, I think he's going to have to kind of address it, right?
Exactly. And another thing is, I mean, Keemstar just like snakes around him. I mean, look it. He didn't invite me to Fat Camp, but he invited all these other fake fucking people. People that he just known like a week ago. I mean, Fupa Cheese, like, bro, Fupa Cheese, Rev's girlfriend, and then Melissa for whatever. Like, you don't give the people that actually been here, that actually kept it real with you, you don't let them go to Fat Camp. You give it.
Well, if this isn't a bit, then yeah, I would have to agree that Keem is making some very bad judgment calls about the people that he's working with. So I don't know. I know he's not college educated. I'm not sure if he got seed money from his family and he's just been playing around and been quite lucky in some of his ventures. But this is a far more complicated sort of project that he's working on, and it's about to fall apart, and it's going to be your own employees that do it to you.
To the fucking people that are fake as fuck and be like, oh my God, Keemstar, your dancing is amazing. When I saw you dance at the wedding, you are the greatest dancer ever. That's a fucking lie.
Girl.
I gotta keep it real. Keemstar, you're the worst dancer I've ever seen in my entire life. I seen people that were missing their legs and dancing. Lieutenant Dan dances better than you. I gotta keep it a buck. I mean, I'm sorry,
Mexican
you might like to
jumping
get glazed, but he's
queen.
the worst dancer ever. And we all know those boots that you wear, they definitely don't fit. You are not a size 12, sir. Okay? We all know that.
Oh my God.
He's not a size 12. He's about a size 8.5. But I got a friend like that wears a shoe that's way bigger than his actual shoe size, so he can be like, yo, look, I got a, you know what I'm saying? We know you were 8.
Yeah, and obviously the reference here is that if you have big hands and big feet, then you've got a big dick, right? Yeah, dude.
8.5. I look at those boots and I'm like, come on, Keem. You got a 12? Let's just be keeping it real. Keep it up.
Oh my God.
You need
We had
somebody
fun,
like that
though.
to tell you the truth.
And you messed up the vows because you said your wife twice.
At Kelly
We
the
had to edit it
Instigator
out.
super
Hold on.
chatted $19.99. The glaze doesn't fall far from the tree, same sticky energy, same mess.
Yep.
Every time they open their mouth, it's like watching the family recipe for chaos get reheated and served again with extra drizzle.
100%.
PP Bravado, it's because Keem is fake as fuck, has fragile ego. I don't think that's true.
He does got a fragile ego. He does.
Fragile ego, yes, but I don't think he's fake.
He's very fragile. Yeah.
I think I agree with you there. However, I think that upon reflection, he can come to the right conclusion, and hopefully he will do so in this case, where he has certain hosts who are unduly banning people from Discord, like myself, people who have knowledge and could be helpful to him. basically, yeah, he wants to be right all the time, and so when he's challenged, he does get hurt. He's in his feels. Um, but ultimately, upon reflection, he does seem to come to the right place ultimately. But it takes time, and he seems to be easily manipulated to let people back in. Um, I think it was the right decision to let Ken back in and to give him an opportunity to do something else, because Ken seems to be a little bit gullible that way too. He got wrapped up into this bullshit as well, because it kind of sounds to me like Denmark was collaborating with Scooter. They were all on the same show together, and Scooter was trying to get both of them to come with him, right?
I think he's fake. I think he.
I don't think
I think he gets snaked a lot. I mean, this man's getting snaked a lot.
I definitely see that for sure, which sucks.
For a man that's been snaked as much as he's been snaked, I would think that he would have some kind of Teflon, and he would kind of be smarter to who he truly should trust and who he shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
I like the fact that he tries though.
Tries
Because
what?
that he tries with people.
Because and Scooter?
No, just in general.
No, I know you try with some people like you, like
tries with people.
Like you,
there are people who really, really do care and really do want to be there for him.
Was Gidgey, I seem to remember, was a referral from somebody within the network. I don't know if it was Tina or if it was Kid Behind the Camera, but it was somebody over in that area of the universe had recommended Gidgey, and I don't know why. So maybe they will hopefully address that, because perhaps Keem needs to start asking questions of the people that brought Gidgey into the universe, because Gidgey brought Scooter into the universe. And then he obviously was looking at all sorts of business angles while simultaneously abusing people within the network.
You know what I mean? Like, if he closed his heart to everybody, that would just suck, right? Because then it would be like...
I didn't say close his heart. I just said
that would just make him like a really, really like angry, hateful person, which would really suck.
What the fuck are you even talking about? Nobody's saying close your heart to nobody. I'm saying you gotta weed out the snakes. You kind of gotta see what's in the grass, bro. You can't keep getting bit. Okay. I mean, how many times did Scooter bite this guy? Multiple times. Okay. And then Rastoff, I saw that coming I saw that shit coming when I first stepped in here. And me and Rastoff was going back and forth. And I knew what Rastoff was about when he was in Crown VCs scouting for crowns. He was poaching like a motherfucker. I was in there one day and he promised one of them to suck one of their dicks. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't never said that, but he did.
Yeah, seriously. The only time that I was in Discord for I want to say it was 3 days tops. Rastoff was the one host who was trying to glaze me. And I saw right through it right away. Because, look, I have a long resume, Rastoff. And I could see what you were doing.
Somebody said, I got these cheeseburgers, and Rastoff said, yo, listen, you be a crown, the mama suck your dick. And I said, wait, what's going on here? He said, man, I'm gonna be a crown to Ozzy. That's when he was on Ozzy at the time.
There was somebody that was like back when we were able to get into the crown chats or whatever, and somebody became a crown to one of the channels, and he was like right there that day. He's like, hey, I'd play this game too.
Bro,
you play this game?
He was super glazing for those crowns. Like, bro, I never seen a man talk to people with money like fucking Rastoff would. Man, that
What?
man, if he knew you had some deep pockets, boy, oh boy, he treated
yeah.
you like he was you was his boyfriend. He knew everything about you.
Absolutely.
I remember he knew somebody's dog's name and cat. He knew the first name. He knew everything about him.
That's my favorite color too.
Yeah.
I like that. That's so cool. I love that. Let me come talk to you about this.
Man, I was
that,
like,
and the
this
third.
man was
Yeah.
Google
Oh,
mapping motherfuckers over there in the fucking
Whoa.
Crown VCs. He knew
That's wild.
where they. Man, he knew everything about these people.
Cry. I'm not gonna cry. I promise.
I promise I'm
You
not
know,
gonna cry.
and it's very. It means a lot that people actually care and they enjoy watching me. You know, I grew up watching live streamers. You know, Soda Poppin', fucking Wreckful. God, I loved Wreckful. That man was amazing. You know, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to live stream. I wanted to make people happy. And it just kind of, it moved away from that whenever I was in the LCU. It moved away from
That's why you
that.
staked
I wasn't
him
having
out.
fun anymore.
You wouldn't be
I
happy?
couldn't be myself. I'm not going to talk too much about LCU stuff, user. But
Tiny violin. You've been talking about the LCU the entire time, but okay.
I love the bus cat. Let me just say this right off the
Oh
bat.
God.
Working on Bus with Amberlyn and Fupa was one of my favorite shows I've ever done.
Oh, my
I
God.
loved working with
Is that
both
the
of them.
come over
I
here?
thought it was a great
And that's why you left.
Yeah.
Said
Right?
your mentals was all fucked up and you left.
show, and
But
I
it was
wish
best
nothing
for you.
but success for him. You know, I think Ken might be the guy.
Okay, so we're supposed to watch you now, Scooter Matthew, as somebody who is well balanced, making good decisions. When just a week ago you said you were so in your mentals that you were going to check into a facility. Okay, all right.
Ken's been doing kind of good on the show, not gonna lie. So I
You know what?
Is Ken the guy because he still talks to him?
Listen, somebody said that it was Scooter that planted Ken on Bus. I think Tech was saying that or something like that. And I was like, man, that's too far fetched. But then I'm thinking about it, and it makes sense. I think Scooter put Ken in that. I think he put Ken up to that. And let me tell you why. Because remember, Ken was leaving with Denmark and Scooter. They were all on that starting that business shit. Denmark left, Scooter left, and Ken is still around. And Ken is going to get as much clout as he possibly can on this bus shit, and then he's going to dip too. These motherfuckers are
You think
sneaky as
so?
fuck. Oh yeah, the way Ken was talking to Denmark in those DMs about dipping from Keemstar, the way he was sounding, and now
the way
and then when
he said
Keemstar
it, too.
confronted, hold on, and then when Keemstar was confronting him, he sounded like, oh listen, hey, listen, Keemstar, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Yeah, it wasn't like that, Keemstar. I'm sorry about that. I'm just always a little bit upset, and I just had some things going on. And I was like, wait a minute, dog. That's not how you was sounding in them DMs. You was sounding like very snaky, bro. So Keemstar's getting fucked today. He's getting
The way
fucked.
they put it in the DMs too, because Ken was saying that he was like saying that we had like a pact together, right?
Right.
But then in the DMs, that the last line of it, Denmark ended up saying, "Well, how do we quit?
Yep.
How do we go about quitting?" The wordage was weird.
Yeah.
So how is that just a pact to like if we get fired together?
So it's working like this. Denmark got his clout, he dips. Scooter got all his clout from Bus, he dips. Ken gets all his clout from Bus, and then he dip. And then they start that threesome. This is how the cheeks are gonna get beat in. I figured out
Yeah, this is basically a hostile takeover of assets of Keem's company.
their fucking plan. This is their plan, bro. It's cheek
Big
beating
hits.
time. And then who's gonna be the manager of all three of these clowns? Who's gonna be the manager?
Scooter?
Gidgy.
Frasto?
Gidgy.
Gidgy.
Gidgy's getting all the 411 and going on in the host chat, figuring out how much money people are making, how to monetize up and get things rocking, how to get people all rattled in the Discord and conversations and shit, glazing up the AGP community. Here we go. We got Scooter glazing up the Girl World community. Also, Ken doing the same. Denmark come from his cash shit. And then you got Gidgy with the AGP community. You put them all together, they start their own thing, and booyah. That's how you get
That's a
things
big
done.
booyah.
Okay, so part 3 is going to end here. God damn, yo mama, you gave me so much material last night to interject and give my business experience and my entertainment experience and everything else that I had to separate this into 4 different segments. I haven't even been able to watch the fallout yet from the other shows. So let me work on this one and then I'll do the 4th wrap up